BBW.
Yeah, what up, though? Yeah, we in the building, man. Hey, it is strong, though.
It is.
It is strong. Off camera, we was drinking a little wine, so excuse me if I'm a little bit saucy. But we are in the building, man. Let me make sure everything is cool, though, before we get started, because I know IG be tripping sometimes. So let me see if IG is going. IG is going. We good. We in the building. Y'all ready to get to it?
Let's get to it.
Let's get to it, man. You already know what it is, man. Everybody loves BBW. That's beards, bourbon, whiskey, the podcast. Whole gang is in the building. Not my gang, but I got a whole nother gang in here.
Yeah.
Shout out to my gang, though. Shout out to Angry Principal. Shout out to my man, Bo, who couldn't be here today. But, of course, I'm always holding it down, man. It's your boy, Q Lewis, holding it down live from the 48205, man. Red Zone, baby. We ain't in the Red Zone, though. You know where we at. Look around, dog. We at the Collective Studios, man.
You see it.
In the Black Spirits Legacy Lounge.
That's right.
Sir.
Talk to it.
You know what I'm talking about? Got the usual suspects in here. Got my man Big L in the building. What up, though?
What up, though? What up, though?
Got my man Mike Jones.
What's up,
What's up? What's going on? What it up?
No, we got a guest in the building too.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Some of y'all might know who he is. If I hold up the bottle, you'll definitely know who he is. I talked a little shit on a couple of reviews. Yeah. And you know how they do me, dog. They check me when they pull up, dog. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna let him introduce himself, though. But this is the owner of what I like to call Boogie Chillin'.
Yeah, that's what it's called. What's up, everybody? I'm Glenn Thomas. I'm the founder, CEO of John Lee Hooker Legacy Spirits, and our brand is Boogie Chillin' Bourbon.
For sure.
For all my Detroit people, Boogie Chillin', first #1 blues song to go #1 in America, 1948.
For sure.
And that's why we call it 1948.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Shout out to Glenn for popping in with us today, dog. It's gonna be a beautiful experience. We go drink some spirits because that's what we do, man. I'm glad to have Mike in here too because he ain't never experienced this. I like people who get here for the first time to see how it really goes, and you get to do it live, so people get to see your expression.
Oh yeah.
When this shit hit hard, because it's some hard hitting shit.
Hold on, your palate warmed up, bro?
Oh yeah, it's getting there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I had to drink the wine first. Had to get that together, dog. So first of all, let's get into it. You gonna be at Taste of Black Spirits this year. Starting off with the liquid session. There's a few people on the panel, of course, including E40. You one of the main people
the
too.
Bay Area, baby.
Bay Area.
Right.
The Bay up here twice. I didn't realize that. The Bay up here twice.
That's where you at now?
I'm from Oakland, baby.
Oakland up in here twice. We got Oakland up in here twice.
Hey, look, everybody from Oakland know I went to Cal for my baby. East Side O.
Okay. I see what we doing.
You heard short talk
We
about East Side O.
We respect it.
Yeah, for
All right,
sure.
so tell us a little bit about what we might expect during your session, because I know you're going to be talking a little bit about the spirits and the spirit game. So,
No, I mean, I'm going to really talk about, like I said, my experience in this. I came into this business as a newbie. I was in mortgage and real estate for years. So when I decided to do a bourbon brand, I had no experience. So I reached out to people like my man Lazar over there.
For sure.
And who... I think he only accepted me because when I told him I was from Detroit originally. But no, I'm going to talk about that. I'm gonna, just let people know, hey, if you got it, go for it. I mean, because I just walked into this blind not knowing.
yeah, for sure.
And sometimes you got to just walk out there and take that faith on
Take that
bet on
leap.
yourself.
No, for sure. Sometimes you got to jump off the porch.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm coming from a town of hustlers. We hustle.
That's it.
This is my new hustle, and this is my best hustle because it's something that is part of me, is in my blood, is my grandfather's spirit and legacy. So I gotta go. The days I want to quit, I quit 3 times a week. But guess what? I can't do it though.
Right, now let's talk about that though. So legacy, Detroit, your granddaddy, like put all that into perspective for us.
John Lee Hooker, the legendary blues singer, who had people like the Rolling Stones, the Animal, Eric Clapton, opening up for him on the road when he went to Europe.
Talk that shit.
That's a flex right there.
I'm saying, my grandfather, who used to work at the auto plants during the day, or late early evening and nighttime, he run over to Hastings Street playing in the clubs because he was pursuing his dream. He kept chasing it, and so I was born in Detroit, left, moved to Oakland.
Yeah.
But Detroit is always calling. Was always calling. Still have a bunch of family out here.
Yeah.
What's up, LaRon? That's my cousin. Got to give her a shout, little Robert.
Right.
But it's just. It's Detroit, it's the legacy is, sometime, I've made money doing stuff on my own, but this right here is different because I'm not doing it for me. I'm doing it for my grandfather's legacy, but I'm also doing it for my grandkids.
Gotcha. No doubt.
Because, he did things for me.
So you paying homage to the legacy and also leaving the legacy at the same time.
That part right there.
No doubt, for sure. Your camera going out again. I don't know what's going on with that. It don't like it. So I'm curious now. You said you were doing mortgage stuff before you got into the spirits, and you said then you just popped into it. So like, what spurred that? Like for real? Because who just count numbers and then say, let me make some liquor? Like
you know what?
Do that?
Okay, let me get. Can I get there? Can I drive you there? Okay.
Yeah, take me
My
there.
grandfather, I grew up with my grandfather. He was more like my father.
Okay.
Because my father, I was in California, my father was still in Detroit.
Gotcha.
So he was my man. He was my grandfather. I used to go spend the weekends with him.
Okay.
I was his little assistant because
Gotcha.
one day I asked him for a couple bucks. He said, no man get nothing for free. So he gave me a job. My job was to go with him on Saturdays, go to the P.O. box and pick up his mail and read it to him.
Okay.
And go through it. I didn't know my grandfather couldn't read.
Yeah.
So I'm taking pride in him trusting me to do this, but at the same time I'm helping him. So as I got older and I realized what was going on, I said, okay, cool. Then, he told me about how he got a lot of his stuff stolen from him, but then he went and got it back. He fought court. I was younger. I remember he would go to court. I would be supposed to go to his house on the weekend. Oh, you can't come because I got to go to court.
Yeah.
Because he's trying to get his publishing back. He got all his publishing back. And then
ahead of his time.
So he got it back, and his whole dream was to leave a legacy for his father. You got to remember, this is a man who couldn't read, Mississippi.
Yeah.
And when he died in June of 2001, he left an estate for his family to feed them for generations. And he did it. He got all his publishing feeding his family for generations.
Yeah.
That was in 2001. That same year, he and I earlier talked about setting up a foundation.
Okay.
But life, I got little kids, and life is life.
No,
so
sure.
we kept missing on it. So when he died, I'm like, oh man, I got to do this for him. So in December of that year of 2001, I set up a nonprofit, John Hooker Foundation. Is still going on. We just celebrated his birthday, August 22nd. We're doing a online auction right now. We're auctioning off guitars from Carlos Santana, Van Morrison, all this stuff to raise money for our foundation.
Mike.
Right.
Put the bid in,
To
Mike.
me, it was
Put your bid in.
to me, it was always about him because I tell you a couple funny stories as we get into it and we start drinking his liquor because I drink liquor to tell you
That's
now.
when the stories come out.
Yeah, that's the stories come out. But I just wanted to honor him, and so he, for 20 years, our family, his heirs, his direct heirs, got that money.
Okay.
And it was about $85,000 a year for the last 20 years, tax free. California, that's about 140, 150.
Yeah, that's nice.
And this is where it's about to go off the rail. A lot of them couldn't live off that, so they sold the publishing. And when he sold the publishing, that hurt my feelings because
because it ain't really about the money for real.
It ain't about him. It's not yours. You didn't get the embarrassment of getting pulled out the car and perform you have to perform on the side of the road so the police could really believe you're a musician. You didn't get up there and perform all night and they tell you, no, you ain't gonna get paid. You're gonna take this whiskey and get the hell out of here. So I
performing all night and you can't even go through the front door type shit.
Yeah. So I knew the struggle. So for him to go through all that, uneducated man, it took me a minute to wrap my mind around uneducated man, but my grandfather was very smart to write all these songs and never write them down and can remember them at the drop of a dime. He performed like a week and a half before he died in front of a sold out crowd. So he was a true musician. And so for him to leave that legacy, and for that, I call him Gen 1. for Gen 1 to sell it off because they needed the money. That didn't sit right with me. So
I don't blame you. I feel it.
And so, like I said, I was doing good. Bought multiple houses. I took trips around the world. Without none of his money. That was me. I earned this because he taught me how to do it.
Right.
But then when they sold the publishing, I was at a thing like, man, let me get over this anger. What can I do? So I decided, you know what? I can't play the guitar. I can't hold a note. So what can I do? I said, you know what? Me and my grandfather, we bonded over whiskey when I was 21.
Okay.
21, I'm a broke college student at Chico State up in Northern California, #1 party school in the nation. And I like to say that we're #1 party school in the nation. And like any other 21-year-old who broke and your birthday coming up, you need money. What you gonna do? You're gonna call the person who maybe give you some money.
Exactly.
Couldn't call my mama because a week before she got mad at me because I ran up a credit card, so I couldn't call her ask for no money.
Right.
So I called John Lee because I hadn't ran his up in a minute. So I called John Lee and said, "Hey, John, granddad, come see you. I'm turning 21." He tell me, "Oh, it ain't my birthday. Why you come to see me?" Right. I said, "Come on, old man, let's not play this game. You know what it is, right? You know what it is, right?" And so I go out there, and I got a grandchild now, so I get it. He said, "Oh, you 21 now? You can have a drink with the old man." I'm like, I'd had a drink before granddad. Right. Let's just go through this formality. Give me the money. It's man's birthday. Let me go. He said, "No, you gotta have a drink with me." I'm like, "Okay, let's do this." So
right, because it's a small price to pay. You over there asking for money. It's a small price.
Small price to pay. So he old school. So he poured it 2 fingers in a splash of water.
For sure.
And of course, me being 21 and super intelligent. Where the Coke and Ice at? He look at me, my uncles and my other people in the room look at me, and they're like,
"Can't disrespect no whiskey like that."
They like, "What?"
What he talking
and
about?
it was like Old Forester, because I asked my uncle that was there. It was Old Forester.
Old Forester not bad either.
And it was over 100 proof too.
For sure. I'm sure.
And so he poured. I'm like, fine. I went to Chico State. I drink. I know how to drink. So I grabbed my glass. They said, "Happy birthday." Before they get the G out their mouth, I shoot it. Boom. And when I tell you I had no hair on my chest, after I did that shot,
straight there.
I look like Jim Brown chest hair had taco meat all over it, right?
See, somebody should have told you though, like whiskey ain't for shooting.
I didn't get they didn't
rush though.
First of all, they didn't give me I didn't get my opportunity. I shot it because
you ready to go.
You try to get your money, get
your money and go.
Full disclosure, I had a little friend across. My grandfather lived in Redwood City. And I was going to cross the bay back to Oakland. I'm trying to get back to Oakland as a little honey with some money in my pocket on my birthday. I'm trying to have fun. So
no doubt.
I shoot it, and it's the worst tasting thing I've ever had in my life. Oh, I don't want to deal with this. And I'm just going out very dramatic. Yeah. And then they all look at me. I said, "I don't want no more." He said, "Well, you haven't had a drink with me." I said, "Well, I drunk it."
Yeah, you ain't had a drink with him.
He didn't drink with me. I said, "Well, I don't want no more." He said, "Well, you can leave." I'm like, "Okay." I can't leave because I ain't got enough gas to get back home.
Pour up.
So he poured me some more, and so this time when I do it, I'm like, okay, I did it once. My mind, 21-year-old Glenn, smart Glenn, he's super intelligent. I can make it through again. So they pour me another one. I reach for the glass. He grabbed my hand. Just grab my hand.
Oh yeah.
He grabbed my hand. He said, "Stop, boy." I said, "What?" He said, "Relax." I said, "I am relaxed. I'm moving. I'm 21. I'm relaxed." And he said, "No." He said, "Relax." He said, "Breathe out." I said, "Okay." He said, "Just relax." He said, "I want you to pick it up and smell it." Smell it. Oh, he said, stink, oh. And he said, "Okay, put it down." He said, "Well, I want you to pick it up. I want you to pick it up again and just do a little sip." I said, "Okay." I pick it up, do a little sip, put the glass down. Okay, it's not that bad. He said, so then we started talking. He started talking to me about something. And I'm like, "Okay, old man, come on, let's get through this story." Yeah. He's okay, let's go for your second one. I pick it up again. Okay, it's a little smoother now. Put it back down. He's talking again. Then we pick up again that third one. I'm like, "Okay, this is pretty cool." And he said, "That's life, boy." I'm like, "Life? What you mean that's life?" He says, "Life. That first drink, you was anxious. You was hurry. You crash and burn. That second drink, you was relaxing. You eased into it, and it was smooth. Slow down, boy, and enjoy the ride. It ain't no need to rush."
Damn.
He dropped the bar on me, right?
Right quick.
And, as a normal individual, you would take that in and absorb it, right?
As a normal. Uh-oh.
What you do? Not Glenn. I'm like, okay, let me get this money and I go, right? And so it kicked in a couple years later. I think I was 21 to have my son when I was 25. And so I remember life is life, and I'm working at this financial company because I graduated finance and worked at this financial company. I just got through with my rap career. I was a rap executive producer.
G-Rap.
We can talk, but I need a drink to talk about that one.
Oh, let's get to the drink.
We gonna get to the drink.
And so I
need to hear that.
And so I called my grandfather, right? I said, Granddad, I'm talking to him. I said, I get it, what you mean. When he told me to slow down and take your time, he said, I said that to you? I said, yeah. He said, oh, yeah, you always rushing and hung up on me. He said, you always rushing, slow down and hung up on me. That was my relationship with Mr. John Lee Hooker right there. He was a very petty individual, but very loving. But, he
basically said, I told you so.
Yeah, he basically told me so, but he was always my moral compass. Growing up in Oakland, there was a lot of chances for me to go left. I did dumb stuff.
Sure.
Did a lot of dumb stuff, but God protect babies and fools. I'm not a baby. I wasn't a baby, so I was a fool. God had more plans for me, so he allowed me to make it through a lot of that craziness that I put myself in.
No doubt.
And so with bourbon, after I got older, after we had that conversation, I wanted to know more and more about my grandfather. So I would go out there and we would drink bourbon and just talk. He would tell me about his life, his travels, all of that.
Yeah.
So I got to know him over bourbon. And so when he was gone, and I was having them little lonely moments, I would pour me a little bourbon, go sit in the room, and talk to him.
Yeah, for sure.
And I, at the end of all things, I said, "Boy, it's gonna be all right. You're gonna be all right, boy." Yeah. And that was it. So that's why I did the bourbon.
All of that is in that bottle.
It's in the bottle, man. Hey, the funny thing about it, I did a podcast last year, and this dude broke me down over that. Yeah. So now they got my thug up. I'm cool with that. I didn't say it.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. That could have been a crime moment. I was not gonna be mad at
But you know what? But his thing is, a lot of times we as people, we don't really look at the legacy. We look short term. And some people in my family look short term at this. To me, this right here isn't about me. I'm not telling my kids all the time. I say my son, like, oh, what's up, Glenn? I'm gonna take over the company. I said, no, you're not. My grandson Carter's taking over the company. Right. Because I'm thinking further down the line.
Further down, yeah.
Because if I'm building for Carter to take over, guess what? You're gonna be cool.
You good.
That's right.
You good.
Carter building it because then guess what? Carter is thinking about his grandson.
Yeah, that's right.
And we thinking forward like that. Yeah. I want trust fund baby. So
for sure.
So boogie chilling is
all
something
of that.
There's all that. Like I say, I walked away from my mortgage company. Yeah. I remember my broker and them, I was talking to him and I told him, and he told me, what took you so long?
So you should have been hopped off the porch.
She hopped off the porch. I hopped off the porch.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's boogie chilling to me. It's about
boogie
legacy.
Chicken, baby.
Well, shit, let's have a conversation with Granddad.
Go
ahead. Pour yours up.
What we drinking? I need to see that in the camera, man. What we doing?
Put it in the camera. So we got the.
It's been in your camera plenty times.
It's plenty of times. So
hold on. No, but look at the side of it. Look what it say now on the side.
What does it say on the side?
Turn it.
Which way?
Right there.
Right there. Yeah, wait. Don't even say it because they don't know. So we had this conversation on the review. We said, damn, that motherfucker 100 proof, but it ain't bottled in bond. All right, so what niggas need to understand, bottled in bond means it's got to be 100 proof to be bottled in bond. But to be recognized as bottled in bond means it follows like this little strict code from the government.
It's still the same season. It's warehouse in the same location and it's bottled in that location.
Yep. So that if it don't meet that, then it's just 100 proof.
Right. And it's bottled in bond.
Look at that boy. Look at that boy.
But here's the thing about it though. I remember when I was at Barstown doing it, and the guy was like, "Oh, you didn't fit bottled in bond." I said, "God damn, I can fit bottled in bond." He said, "Yeah, it's bottled in bond, Glenn." So the next go round, I decided that was very important for me to fit bottled in bond.
Nah, for sure. Cause it is. Oh shit!
Yeah,
I even tell y'all to pause.
Right, that was it. Yeah.
I even tell y'all to pause.
Yeah, so it's bottled in bond.
That was the first thing we noticed too. Like, damn, it's 100 proof, but it ain't bottled in bond.
Yeah. So it is bottled in bond.
For sure.
See, that's why I like this part of I get excited about the whole weekend and the whole thing of Extra Black Spirits, but liquid be my. That's where you get
the information.
You get the information.
Nah,
for sure.
In the background and the stories and like you said, when you said that's all that's in that bottle, 100%.
All of that is in that bottle.
Can't have that my brother there.
Oh yeah.
We filming.
Oh yeah.
Dog ain't gonna be. He ain't gonna drink none.
I got my shorty.
Oh, he got the short.
It's glass too, Glenn.
Okay,
That's
thank you. Oh yeah.
Your camera just don't like you, bro.
Damn,
it's
Mike.
just not stand up.
What I gotta do?
Oh yeah. Remember, I don't drink mine out of plastic.
Right, no, for sure. No, you can't though. You're not supposed
Is
to.
that my camera?
Yeah, that's your camera.
Right there.
Oh, he got his own sifter too. Though. That's cool.
Okay, I think you're back up.
Back up.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't see you.
You see
yet.
me?
No, it's got to say go into the studio.
Scoot up something, Mike.
I don't know. Is it
in the
is
studio?
Yeah.
Hold on, are you over your COVID yet?
Ain't never had no COVID.
Yeah, I smelled the notes. I figured I had COVID.
Nah. I ain't never. Actually, I got lucky.
We
I guess
got
I ain't
this
never had
though.
it.
No,
I like this
that was my
myself.
pettiness. You took my man say couldn't smell the notes in it.
Right. Oh, you still-
Glenn coming for me. He ain't playing it up. Glenn like, I'm
Yeah.
here. What's up? What's up? Where you
No,
people?
because what he said was like, I can't smell that but alcohol.
Yeah.
Definitely, he definitely said that though.
Yeah, but you get the notes of caramel.
Like it's weird because I get them now because I've had it before. Like when I initially had the notes off of it, I didn't. I didn't smell nothing but alcohol.
You had COVID. You just didn't know it, man. That's all right.
He said that's all right. Now also too, what your granddad was telling you about taking your time though, like that's what I learned about whiskeys and bourbons. Like it's an experience. You know what I'm saying? Like you experience a bourbon. You don't just drink that shit. You know, it's an experience.
And it's so funny now. I'm an expert on teaching people how to drink bourbon. Now, even I started off so rough with it. You know, I tell people, I say, you got to, you know, I like to have people warm up, 3 little sips.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you got to warm up your palate. You got to activate them taste buds in your tongue. So I always like to go in a little bit.
Yeah, and that's why it's also important to like even after you had a bourbon is to come back around to it because like when you come back around to it you'll taste something different.
But here's the thing about it, if you do 3 little sips, every little sip be different.
Yeah.
And if you're sipping it, I always tell people when you're first doing it, hold your breath, right? Because we missed this in science. I know I did because I was doing whatever. I was probably looking at some girl in front of me.
How the taste is connected to you.
Yeah, but you hold your breath and you get all the oxygen out your mouth. Because oxygen plus ethanol equal burn.
Gotcha.
So if you hold your breath, do a little sip and blow it out your mouth, you're going to get notes. The first 3 pours going to give you different notes every time.
Talk that shit.
Yeah, nah, for sure. All that shit.
Like
Man, I'm learning something.
All that's the thing.
Okay.
Just like some weird shit. Just like drinking, like kind of with your mouth open, though, right? Like breathing it in.
Yeah, if you
Like, that's
smell
the
it.
thing too, though. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
if you
the thing,
smell
too.
it with your mouth closed and you smell it with your mouth open, you're going to get different taste.
Different one,
So
yeah. No, that's for real. And we told you about the splash of water, like
that's old school.
that shit is so amazing though, right? Like you won't even understand or even know if like that shit was done intentionally. But like sometimes you put a drop of water in there and it will completely
Open
change
it up, yeah.
completely.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why if you put ice in it, like I don't like to put ice.
I don't do ice.
I don't like to put ice unless like I'm really just we drinking.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
that
we
type
drinking,
of shit.
yeah.
But like if I'm trying to taste something up, I might put a like when I say a little bit of water, I'm talking about like a cap. Like the off the bottle cap. Like,
You know what I do? I normally
they got whiskey water too, which I
use
know
the
what that
distilled
is.
water. I get a little beaker.
Yeah,
I get a little beaker, right? A little brown beaker with distilled water. So when I'm doing tasting, so when I get samples of barrels and stuff, what I do is I always taste it, do 3 little sips, cast strain. Then I put a little drop up in there, spin it, let it open up, taste a couple like that. Then I proof it all the way down because I want to get all the notes when I'm tasting it. So I want to make sure I'm picking out the best bourbon possible. And like I said, a lot of times we were taught to drink to get drunk.
Right. True.
But
A lot of times.
yeah,
All the
that's
time.
yeah.
Damn near all the time.
All the time.
I was, but once you really get into bourbon, and like I spent before, I spent 2 years doing research, man.
Right, so I was gonna get into that too.
I did 2 years doing research. I traveled to different distilleries. I called whoever would give me the time. Yeah. And I was surprised how many people were open to me. Other than my man Lazar over there, I spoke to people at major brands. I had the CEO of Brown Foreman giving me time on his calendar.
Look, you'd be surprised. Yeah. People be wanting to tell.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
They be wanting to share.
And they want to share.
Unafraid.
I didn't set up with Mark Carter from Old Carter. People who know. Yeah. I didn't set up with this man and drunk his $300 bottle of wine and his $200 bottle of whiskey with him and listen to him tell me about this. I've sat up there and talked to other brand owners, black, white, whomever.
Yeah.
I just want to know. I wanted to learn about this. I went to different distilleries. I went to distilleries in California, Nevada.
Yeah.
Definitely Kentucky.
I was gonna say definitely Kentucky.
Definitely.
If you ain't do no research in Kentucky, you can't even talk to me about no bourbon.
But here's the thing about it. That's the big thing about it. I got a lot of samples of bourbon, and a lot of them came from Indiana. Nothing against the people in Indiana, but to me, my grandfather was an American legend, right? Mm-hmm. What is the only true American spirit?
Bourbon, whiskey, rather.
Bourbon, no.
Yeah, bourbon.
So American legend and it's in the American icon and an American spirit. That's a perfect match right there.
No, for sure.
So I had to do bourbon. So
for whatever reason, Indiana do have a lot of bourbons.
You know what?
I will say
MPG.
Stellum.
I didn't want to see it. MPG.
Yeah, I was gonna say Stellum is decent.
MPG got some cool juice.
Yeah.
But to me, like I said, and let's go to the price point. Let's go right there.
Let's get to it. Let's go.
All right,
Get to the numbers, baby. Let's
so
get to the numbers.
So in case you didn't know, all right, we had reviewed this expression, and the number one concern of me and my constituents was the price point. The price point, I think at that point
was your concern too? It was your concern.
I mean, yeah,
a little bit.
I mean, I was the one who said I would replace it. They said at the price point they wouldn't replace. So that's what we do. So at the end of the show, like after we review it, we ask each other like, would you replace this? So they was like, not at the price. I said I would at the price. I ain't gonna lie, mainly on basis of the story, like the history of it. So on that aspect, like I'm paying for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think initially when we came out, we did it at 112, and the reason we did it at 112 is that's the time I found out my grandfather passed.
So it was something behind that.
So behind it, but then I bounced it down to 99. And the reason being, I could have went to other places and got some cheap juice. Yeah. I could got cheap juice and threw a cheap label on a cheap bottle. And just threw it out there. Yeah. But my grandfather to me means more than that. So
for sure.
I had to get the best bourbon I can get. Thank you, Susie Garvin, when she was at Barstown. Okay. She allowed me to come in there to do something to where normally at when I entered this, I wasn't at a point to enter that to go get some of the Barstown.
You keep turning me off and shit.
I couldn't go. I wasn't qualified for that. I wasn't buying enough barrels, but she's heard my story and she believed in me that I was doing it for the right reason. So she brought me in.
Right.
And so I got some expensive juice.
Yeah, for sure. So, if you don't mind me asking, because I know
I thought you wanted something. Give me that.
Obviously, you chose Bardstown, but like, what was there any competition between who you were going to choose? Like,
I had stuff from a bunch of different brands. Because think about it, I was dealing with brokers.
Right.
Who gave me different stuff. I had stuff from multiple distilleries, and I like these distilleries.
Okay.
Some of them, I like most of them.
Yeah.
But the people at Bardstown, to have somebody believe in you when you don't know what the hell you're doing, and to go off and tell you they got you, that was all I needed.
I got you. Yeah.
Bardstown, it was so funny. When I was talking to her, and she vetted me. I didn't realize until the second or third call. First call, I sent her an email. I sent an email out to 6 different VPs or presidents of companies. All of them got back with me, right? Yeah. And I know why they got back with me. They saw named John Lee Hooker because they was all fans. Yeah. And so she get back with me, and I remember I was working with a consultant at the time. I said, "Oh man, Susie Garvin from Bardstown got back with me. Oh, she's not gonna follow through. We got a $350,000 PO waiting on her, and she won't call us back."
Yeah, she called you back.
She hit me back.
Right.
Right. Oh, she ain't gonna follow through.
Okay.
All right, well, so I talked to her. She had first call was her and her whole team. Right.
Okay.
Second call, her and the whole team plus another person. Third call, just me and her.
Yeah.
She was coming from a dentist. Our calls, it was at 1:00. And I went into the Zoom. She wasn't there. And then she texted me, "Glenn, I'm sorry, my dentist appointment running late." She called me from her car. This lady, if you know who Susie Garvin is. People who know. Yeah. She did not have to do that. She called me from her car. "Glenn, I'm sorry that I'm dentist appointment." Get to her house. And then she told me, "I want to work with you." She said, "I got one condition. And I'm like, wow, man, what I got to do?
Right. What's the condition?
Look, what I got to do. I ain't got that much. I got to do what I got to do. Yeah, it is what it is. I did worse, but she said, you got to come to Kentucky and spend a couple of days out here in this distillery. I want you to really learn it. She said, because people are going to test you.
Yeah.
They're going to test you, Glenn. I know they're going to test you.
Yeah.
And I want to make sure you're ready for it.
They will, because bourbon is a language.
Yeah, and so she said, I said, so let me get this right, Susie. She said, I say you 1 or I say you 100,000. I say you 1 or 100 barrels, but you got to come here. I said, so I got to come to Kentucky, come to the distillery and drink bourbon with you
And learn.
Okay, I can.
I can do that. I can do that. I drink bourbon anyway.
I'm booking the flight right now.
Right,
So,
right.
I go out there. It was a great experience. But once again, Bardstown believed in what I wanted to do, and they weren't caring about what I am now. They thought where I'm going to be at.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
And guess what? No matter where I get, my home base is going to be Bardstown.
Yeah.
I might buy barrels and do special release from other places, but guess what? Most of my juice is always going to come from Bardstown.
Yeah.
My new field, all that's coming from Bardstown.
Yeah.
So that,
That's how that happened.
yeah.
That's how that happened.
Now, how'd you, what about the design of the bottle?
Oh, the design?
Murder game.
That's yours?
No,
Or you had some help with that?
my favorite Karen. What's up, Karen Lockett? High proof. Karen, I give Karen a hard time, right? She lives up in Oregon, Portland, and her name is Karen, and she's
her name is
she's a white woman.
No, it's really Karen.
Her name is really Karen.
It's really Karen.
Her name is really Karen. And let me tell you,
It's really Karen.
no,
It's
really,
Karen.
I interviewed a bunch of companies, right, for this design. Big companies, right? Because a lot of big companies wanted to work on this because a lot of these old cats are fans of
Johnny
him.
Hooker, yeah.
They wanted to work on it. So I interviewed all these people. So the last one was Karen. Little place. She had a little few people shop. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to interview her to see what's going on. But I know who I'm going with. I'm going with this big company here because I need this big company. I'm talking to Karen, right? And I said, so what made you used to work such as, what made you start your own brand, your own company? She said, I wasn't appreciated. I said, what? She said, I did a lot of work and I wasn't getting credit for it. I didn't feel like I was being appreciated. She said, so I'd rather live on what I can make on my own versus staying there and not being appreciated.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow. Because when I was in mortgage, I left a big company to go independent.
Right.
Because I got tired. I had this big, beautiful corner office, this big conference room. And then one day it hit me. I said, "Who paying for this? I'm paying for this." So with Karen, and I kept telling Karen, "I'm not a creative. I'm not this and that. I'm not this and that." And so Karen worked with me, and believe me, we went back and forth. Yeah. I know I still get on Karen's nerve. I text her Sunday afternoon asking her a question, but Karen, I felt that she understood what I was trying to do.
Yeah.
And so even like every little detail on this bottle is intentional. I ain't gonna show this one.
Yeah, not that one.
But like on the pick that up.
I got you right
Like
here.
if you look on the side of it, look at them 6 little lines on the side, right there next to his picture.
Right here.
How many strings on the guitar?
Oh, 6.
Shit, don't get me wrong.
6.
Yeah.
Look, right in the middle of the J and the L. What's at the top of that? It's the head of a guitar. It's one of his guitars.
I did peep that.
All those type of things that we did it. The paper that we picked.
Yeah.
This paper's so cold. You can see it from this side.
Yeah, it's almost like it's etched.
It's dope.
Yeah, and so all these type of things.
And it's heavyweight and ain't peeling off.
No,
it's sliding. You know what I mean?
The paper, I want with the, I didn't go with just the basic paper. I wanted something because my grandfather wasn't a basic dude.
Yeah, for sure.
He was that dude.
Right.
Mr. Cool. My grandfather, I never see. Well, I've seen him up, but I've seen
Mr. Women and Whiskey.
Yeah. I've seen him out of a suit, but my grandfather was never seen without a suit.
Yeah.
You go to his house
from that era.
You come to his house at 10:00 in the morning. He's not coming out of his room until he get dressed and come out there and greet you.
That's right.
That's facts. He from that era. That's where my granddad. That's where my granddad was from.
Yeah.
My granddad would work in the garden
And his suit.
with a button up.
That's right.
Slacks.
You ain't allowed to catch him slipping.
Just in case I had to be somewhere.
And so I wanted that all went into that.
Yeah.
That bottle, that design of that bottle. I wanted one bottle, right? And so I went and did research with different bartenders. I talked to a lot of bartenders. I started talking to a lot of women bartenders because I figured dudes we don't know nothing. We just look at shit, you know.
Yeah.
The women, they tell them details. So the bottle, and one of the bottles, I showed them the bottle, one of these bottles. I said, I want this bottle. Look at this bottle. It's sexy. And she said, Glenn, that's not good for me. I said, what you mean not good for you? I have small hands. I can't grab that.
Yeah.
And so I went with that bottle. And then also, too, that remind me, I pictured this bottle, my grandfather with his guitar in his left hand and that bottle in the right hand, walking out because he didn't get paid what he's supposed to get. He didn't get paid his work.
Yeah.
So I wanted something that will reflect his air. So all these type of things went into this.
God damn.
It's very
I'm going to pay the 112, nigga. Damn.
You need it right now.
I'm going to pay the 112.
No. And then when I first did it, I was in Nashville, right? And I'm at this cigar lounge. I'm just in there. So I think my stuff just hit online. You know, and I'm talking to this guy, and I'm letting him taste it. And this guy said, brother from LA too, right? He said, oh, I like it, but I think it costs too much. I said, why do you think it costs too much? He said, you know, Toyota sells way more Corollas than such and such, right? And I look, you know, I'm very observant. I said, okay, what kind of car you drive? Well, I drive a BMW 750. Okay. And I said, and that belt you got, that's a Gucci belt, right?
Right.
Talk
I
to
said,
it.
so you choose to put your money in certain things. So why would you tell me to discount what I'm doing to fit you? Right. And it's really not fitting you because if somebody else do a package on it and had it in the club, you're gonna buy it.
You're gonna buy it for $200.
You know, you're gonna pay 19. You're gonna pay for
sparklers on it.
what's that? 19.
Sparklers, right.
Well, what is it? Was that 1942? Is that it?
Yeah,
Tequila?
yeah.
You'll pay 100. You'll pay 150 for that. And that ain't even 100% of guave.
Right, no, for sure.
So don't tell me. And so I put time, money, and effort into this bottle. And I'm giving you something to where if you look at my label versus a lot of other labels, there's no comparison.
I know, that's for sure.
These are
I
facts.
won 2 platinum awards.
This is my
design.
part. I want to come run that shit. Touch that shit. Tell them what we got on this
In
bottle.
the first year, I won 14 awards.
First 3 months. Talk to it.
Oh yeah, first few months.
Come on, man.
14
Every
awards.
day he was calling me. I won this. I'm like, damn.
And I mean, I won in San Francisco. I won in New York.
Yes.
I won in L.A.
Yes.
I won the bartenders. I won the Ascots. I won the John Barclay. I won all the. I entered every major award because I needed validation.
That's right.
To make sure I'm not crazy.
That's right.
So
Just validate what you already know.
yeah, I read that.
Yeah.
So when people tell me, no, it just might not be for you, and I'm good with that.
That's okay.
Yeah,
I'm good with that. I need 20. I want 20% of the business that's doing 80% of it. The top 20% doing 80% of the business.
That's right.
I got you.
Because
right.
I want people to enjoy this. My grandfather wasn't, you know, one of my grandfather things he always say, you know, black people abandon me in their music because he didn't change his music. He wanted to stay true to the blues.
Okay.
And he stayed true to that. And he's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame because of that. He didn't get the notoriety. He ain't on the BET Awards. They didn't give him no, you know, BET didn't acknowledge him when he died, but guess who did? Goddamn Grammys acknowledged him. The goddamn American Music Awards acknowledged him. Because he bred artists, but he would not change who he was. So I don't, you know, it's cool. Go.
You know, we be like that sometimes.
Yeah, I know we be like that.
We
You
be
know
like
what?
that sometimes.
Go ahead. Go drink
But
your
it's like you said, though, like, you spend money on what you want to spend money
You
on.
spend your money.
I ain't got no problems.
Yeah.
We ain't got no problems. If you ain't got no problem spending money, don't tell me to change the price.
Yeah.
If I see you paying $250 for a fucking bottle of $20 liquor at the liquor store, then who you talking
And
to?
this juice right here.
Who you talking to?
You go to Barstown, you look at Barstown stuff, $100, $149, $100, $200.
Oh, for sure.
They got customers, right?
The people
They
don't
got
pay for it.
customers. Yes.
You know, I just left my boy over there at Blue Run. I was with him earlier today. Blue Run started $100 because we giving you quality. You're gonna drink this. You're not gonna get sick.
Yeah.
You can my stuff at 100 proof. It drinks smoother than some of this stuff at 84 proof.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Pow, pow, pow. That's fire. But here's the thing.
Hey. He ain't talking to me. Because I don't drink no 84
He
proof.
ain't talking to you at all.
Hell no, I don't drink no 84
I ain't
proof.
talking to you, but I'm saying.
I know.
But you know what I'm saying, though.
Yeah.
People, it drinks
Drinking cognac and shit.
It drinks smooth. It's 82 proof. It should
Right.
drink smooth.
Exactly.
And believe me, I grew up on when I started making a little bit of money, you know what I started drinking? I was from Jack at first. I started drinking Basil Haven. I was fancy. Basil Haven. Oh, I drink Basil Haven.
For those
80 proof.
who need to know what that is, Q will explain.
It's some sweet ass whiskey. I don't like that shit.
Yeah, I didn't know no better.
But it costs though.
It costs
like the shit is good, but it's
yeah, but
shout out to Basil Hayden.
No, and like I said, I grew up off Basil Haven.
Yeah.
But but when your palate develops, here's the thing about it. I can sit up there and go to a cigar lounge, and I drink I drink everybody's stuff. And I only drink, but it has to be a certain thing, and I would drink it. And I can sit up and drink it all night because it's not gonna make me sick.
Yeah.
Like I said, I could have gave y'all a $50 bottle, but then it's gonna be 90 proof. It's gonna be filtered. Yeah. People don't know filtered means that they have to add diluted in order for when you put it in your bottle, it won't look like a shade on there. Anything under 94 proof has to be filtered, and that strips away the flavor.
Okay.
I don't want to do that.
Right. No,
I want the notes. I want you to get high and get
the notes.
Look, I call this candy in the bottle. I'm trying to keep my sugar level down so I drink bourbon.
I'm definitely feeling it, and I just had a little bit of it. So I'm
you need to get you some more, man. We're
gonna
get Mike Jones going.
Q like, That's Q like, wait, hold on. You like, what you doing?
Peeking at that other motherfucker.
All right, okay.
We ain't gotta put it on camera, but
no, we can put it on camera. You know what? This is gonna be the first time it's on camera.
Yeah.
So this
exclusive.
I should wait.
No. Yeah,
wait on the big dog. Give me my motherfucking bottle.
Look, I don't know how deep you can go, but I can go deep.
Now this is 109 though, so this is a little bit higher. So
you want to get into it?
No, I'm gonna let you show it to the camera though, because this is the first time it's been presented.
Yeah,
I want you to do it.
Yeah.
So in doing all my research, I wanted to come out with 3 different SKUs because I'm a Gemini and I can do 100 million things at one time.
For sure.
And I remember I'm talking to this guy, and he was like, "Glenn, I think you got a great idea, but are you open for feedback?" I'm open for feedback if I want to hear it.
Not really, motherfucker.
Feedback. Not really.
But he told me, he said, "Glenn," he said, "I think you got a great idea. Work one SKU, work one." And then after you do one for 1 year, then you come with another one.
Then you come. Okay.
Then you get. He said, but if you get 3 or 2 or 3, you're going to get lost in the matrix. He said, work on one. And so I listened to him. I said, okay, we're going to do one. But I'm a high proof guy, so
For sure.
I wanted to do something. Every release is going to be a reflection of my grandfather, some of his legacy.
Gotcha.
The first one, 1948. 1948. It will always be a staple. We're always going to have that bottled and bond.
Gotcha.
It's always going to be there. 1948, because that was the year Boogie Chillin' was #1 on the music chart, and it was the year my mom was born. So
okay.
I got to hit 2 notes on that.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure.
But then also every release is going to reflect either a song about him or other things about him.
Okay.
The other things about him, we're going to talk about it. We can't talk about that.
I got you.
But it's going to be legendary. It's going to be, it's going to be something that you've never seen on a bourbon or any type of alcohol bottle.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did my
For sure.
research.
Okay.
And nobody's done it.
You researching motherfucker. He did that research.
I see. Yeah, he researched
For sure.
motherfucker. For sure.
So the second SKU that we're going to be releasing, my compliance group, exclusive. They be hating on me, don't let me do stuff. So they told me, Glenn, October 1st, it approved every state, so we start shipping it in. But I'm in fucking Detroit.
Yeah,
I'm back home.
Right.
So tomorrow night, when I'm over at Fixins with KJ, I'm like, fuck it. I'm bringing out my shit.
That's right.
I'm bringing it.
Bringing the blackout.
I'm bringing the blackout. So the next release for my high proof bourbon fans is that cast strength. Cast strength means we put no cut.
Right.
For street cast, that's no cut. That's 100 proof. No cut. You might kill a couple people.
White 100%.
Yeah.
It's called Boom Boom.
Boom.
The boom room. Everything you want. Your life, they call it the boom room. Everybody boom boom.
Everybody
so
boom
this
boom.
is the black label. That boom boom is cast strength. This first batch, 109.8.
I like that pause. I want you to hear it. Do it again.
109.8. 54.9% alcohol by volume.
For sure.
Yeah.
But this right here drinks smoother than the first one. Let me clear my cup.
Let me clear my cup.
Man.
This right here is like this. They pour. anybody who never experienced this, what they do is they take it, they dump the barrel, and all this charcoal and stuff fall out. They filter it out. Then normally they throw it into a tank and they proof it down. They proof it down with distilled water and all that to get it to the proof.
Okay.
With this right here, they just filter it and throw it in the bottle.
That's it. Okay.
That's why it's called
He said
cash
they
strength.
filter and throw it in the bottle.
In a bottle.
My man Mike Jones over here looking nervous.
Yeah, get that. Come on, Q. You got to taste it. Y'all go together. Cause
Oh no, I'm about to.
I know he's
and
on.
you can see too that what he's saying it ain't no lie because you can see that the hue is darker.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got here.
yeah,
I'm
right,
gonna see
Mike.
what it smells like.
I'm
off rip,
These
though.
dudes whiskey
hold on.
drinkers.
Now, if you don't
Hold
smell,
on. My glass.
I know y'all better give me that motherfucking bottle.
No,
What's going on here?
I'm just saying. Okay.
That bottle better make its way this way though.
Hold
Put the top on it though,
Don't trip, man. Hey.
Look.
and it's gonna stay here. Thank you.
Hey,
So kind.
I want to ask Mike what he smells. Cause I'm gonna tell you what I smell that, and you probably not gonna believe it when I tell you. Cause the caramel obviously still there.
Sexy bottle though, boy.
Like this might be a rookie
Nice.
stuff, but I don't know. I think that's like a. Is it some apple in there somewhere?
Close your mouth. Close your mouth. Smell it with your mouth closed.
There's a fruit note in there
It's
somewhere
some-
though.
See, me, I mean,
And I'm gonna tell you, and this is one that nobody never really feel me on, but like it's an apricot fruit.
dude.
Oh, you gonna say
apricot. That's what I
I was
get.
gonna say that.
I get
dude.
apricot.
I ain't
Facts.
You know what?
A lot of niggas can't even
I ain't
smell
fancy.
that.
We didn't have apricots available where I'm at.
See,
That apple tree. That motherfucking
That's
tree.
one
Basic five
Start-
fruits.
now, see, one thing while growing up in Oakland, in my backyard, we had 5 fruit trees. We had an apple, we had an apricot, we had a lemon.
Hey, look, you know I called it an apricot, so you know I ain't know.
Yeah, so and we're in the middle of the hood.
That's
with
for
fruit
sure
trees.
what it is. Yeah.
But you get apricot. I get the corn really pop out on this too. That sweetness you get from the corn.
I do smell that.
And then
I smell
also,
that
too,
apricot, though.
I get, and I think this is weird on my part. The bacon, I call it biscuits. I get like a biscuit, like that bacon scent. Maybe I want
I
some
don't know
biscuits.
about that. I don't know. You might have me on that
The
one.
bacon spice and bacon.
Oh, okay.
No, that's
That's new one now. That's a new one. Bacon bourbon.
No, not bacon. I meant biscuit.
Oh,
Bacon
like
powder.
B-A-K-I-N-G.
Baking.
Baking.
Bacon, yeah,
Yeah,
bacon
like
spice.
bacon powder, yeah.
Yeah.
Not pork.
No,
Okay.
no,
All
not
right.
pork.
Not pork.
Bacon would be good. Smell like bacon. You can't say that brown sugar. Yeah.
It is smoother than the honey.
Yeah,
Oh, you already tasted it?
Yeah,
It's super
it is
smooth.
smoother than
It's
the honey,
smooth.
but the finish is longer, and it's probably just because of the proof. I'm guessing,
Oh man.
and it's a finish on the sides of the tongue.
Yeah.
Which usually mean like it's a lot of char in that motherfucker though, but not too much because when it's too much char, it tastes like black licorice, and I don't like that shit.
Here's the thing. My barrels, like I said, going to Bardstown, I'm walking through there with one of the people in the warehouse, and we're tasting. Mind you, my baby Cornine was supposed to be my designated driver, but that didn't work out well.
Yeah.
But she got too caught up in the drinking. But going through the warehouse, I'm talking to the guy, right? And he had me tasting a bunch of stuff. And he's helped me figure it out, right? I knew Matchville I like.
Yeah.
But he said, you know what, Glenn? You like that lower part of the Rick House. I said, tell me more. He said, lower part, your proof won't go as high
Right.
because it's cooler and it's a little more milder.
So just real quick, when you say about the Rick House is just like the barn where they store
Where they
all
keep
of the
it.
shit. Yeah.
Okay.
Just 8 levels of just bourbon barrels.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he said that he said from everything you're liking more of the milder. You like proof, but you like the milder, not as much that tangent from the wood because it's going in and out. And I said, I like the lower part. I said, what you mean? He said, you like the lower part of Rick. So he gave me 2, right? It was a blind taste. He gave me 2. He said, tell me which one you like the best. I said, I picked the one. He said, that's
the one.
That's first row. The other one was row 8.
Yeah.
I said, oh. So I picked most of my barrels from the first 2 rows.
Yeah.
Because
when that motherfucker upstairs, that char tastes like wood.
And the proof would go up there higher. You can get higher proof, but I wanted flavor because I wanted something to where a bourbon drinker, we're gonna love it.
Yeah.
But then a new person won't be burnt out.
Got it.
Oh, you get people. Hey, I don't think bourbon's too hot. Let me teach you how to drink it down.
Teach you how to dunk it.
And I show them how to walk through it. And so I wanted those. I wanted that milder flavor because I'm a sipper. Like I said, I can sit up and sip with you all night.
Yeah.
Wake up the next morning and get up at 6 a.m. and go to work.
That's because your granddaddy taught you.
That's right.
My granddaddy teach me, nigga, I can't sip all night. I sip for a few hours and I go lay down.
No, but the thing is, if you're sipping, you said it earlier. When you throw that ice in there, you're drinking quicker.
You drinking. Yeah, you drinking. Yeah.
But you like me, like I tell people, my grandfather, me and him would drink. We poured a little bit at towards the end, he didn't even get 2 fingers. He got 1 finger and more. And that one drink would last us a whole Dodger baseball game.
That's 5 hours.
Because it wasn't about the drinking.
I'm sorry that y'all Dodger fans. Go ahead, though.
Yeah.
I apologize for the experience.
Okay. So, didn't they win the World Series last year?
You talking? Why you always bring up old shit?
That was last year.
But I'm a Dodger and A's fan.
Yeah, that was last year.
But you know, if you think about it, if you sipping, but when you add that extra stuff to you, like you said earlier, you're drinking quicker.
Yeah, you drinking.
But that right there, you can sip on that for a minute.
Yeah, this is a lot crazy. It's a lot smoother than the.
It's smoother than the 100 proof.
It is. It's good.
Which is scary.
It is.
Which is always scary.
It's really good.
I feel like I need a cigar right now.
Oh
Yeah.
But I can't blame it. I can't blame it here.
Hold on, can I get up from camera real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Now I'm interested to know what he might pair it with. Cause I would pair it with something that niggas hate me when I say this shit, dog. But I would certainly pair this with a Fat Bottom Betty, though.
No, I wouldn't pair it with that.
Why not? Oh, this motherfucker got his own cigar. This motherfucker.
That's your own question.
Oh, there you go.
why not.
See, there you go.
This motherfucker got his own
Why'd
cigar.
you lay back on you? Why'd you lay back?
This is Madero. I got Connecticut's too. Coming soon to the website.
Come on, talk to
But
me.
yeah,
Can I smell that real quick?
Yeah, definitely smell that.
Oh yeah, so
That's that good.
Yeah,
that's that good. Cause like once
I'm a
again,
Connecticut kind of guy, though.
I got a Connecticut, but once again,
Just me light skin, that's all.
you know what?
Connecticut just light
You know what?
skin.
And I hate to do this, right?
Not this
No, what?
motherfucker got.
that's a flex. No,
That's a flex.
He just slid this off the bag.
Yeah, let me get that for you. Let me take care of you right quick.
Let
me show you.
But here's the thing, though. I gotta do it because, like, once
That's
again, earlier I said,
crazy.
man, a lot of good people in this journey, right? I hate to give his brother a compliment. Oh, I really do.
Okay.
But Julian, my boy Julian from Battleground Cigar in Nashville, he tasted my bourbon in Napa, at Napa Cigar,
Okay.
and never met this brother. And he reached out to me on IG, and we talk, and I'm like, yeah, da. And we connected, right? The next thing you know, we started talking.
Yeah.
He said, man, you need to come to Nashville. I said, well, I got Nashville. He threw an event for me in Nashville, the Standard. Anybody from Nashville know the Standard is a private club.
Gotcha.
And so we talked about cigars, and he helped me come up with this. So this is coming up soon. And once again, I mean, like I said, God, babies, and fools. I'm not a baby. I'm a fool. So for him, for Julian to work with me on this, and Julian in the cigar game. He went to Nicaragua, took some bourbon out there, and poured it in a barrel and let it age in this.
What?
We gotta smoke them.
Damn.
And
Gotta go over the birds there, huh?
we go to birds next. Yeah,
So like he did these for you. Like are these for sale right now? Or
they're gonna be on the website shortly. We're working on it now.
Yeah.
Because once again, with a cigar, like I said,
I feel the whole vibe.
Yeah,
That's what I said.
the whole vibe,
Immediately, I'm like, look, I need to black
Immediately.
With the black bottle. I go with the
and
black
once
bottle.
again,
For sure, go with the black bottle. For
and
sure.
once again, I in my cigar collection, I got I got 4 humidors. 2 humidors is all full of Cubans that's been aging. I got a humidor
It's real life
that's
humidor.
been aging for 4 years, almost 5 years. I got them in COVID, so almost 5 years they've been aging. So I'm a cigar dude. People in the cigar field, I know a lot of people in the cigar thing before I did bourbon. You know, like I tell people, I've been popular before this bourbon.
Right. I got you.
But so with the cigar thing, I like to, like I said, I like to get a cigar because this is my decompressing. This is my therapist right here.
For sure.
So I like to sit and drink a little bourbon and smoke a cigar and not be in a rush.
That's right.
Nah, for sure.
But you smelled that nose on that cigar, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Man, that's genius.
If you don't mind, Glenn,
That's a fact.
share with the people where we're gonna be at tomorrow.
No doubt.
Oh, tomorrow we're gonna be at Kevin Johnson's Fixin'. And think about, which is so crazy. I've been supposed to get connected with Kevin for so long, right? And we both lived in Sacramento.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I sent Kevin a picture of me and him together years ago.
Yeah.
Met him at the place, and I voted for him for mayor. But I'm not the person gonna run up on you. Somebody supposed to connect us. Never
Detroit
connected.
people don't do that.
We don't do that.
We don't do that.
Oakland don't do that either. We
That's
don't
right.
talk nobody.
Oakland is another Detroit. We don't do that.
Definitely is. Definitely
We don't do that.
Yeah. And
You
so,
see me, motherfucker.
so me and Kevin, we just never we knew a lot of people, but then I talked to his bar manager, and his bar manager said Kevin wanted to talk to you. Next thing you know, me and Kevin we talking, and so I said, Kevin, man, you need to put me up in here. I need to do all this. That. Let me send a closer in. So I sent my mama up there.
That's your mom with a closer.
Get the deal done.
Right, get the deal done.
And so mother co-founder with me, don't drink, but she believed in what I wanted to do.
For sure.
And she went up there and Kevin liked my mama.
Yeah.
Even though she a terrorist, she didn't like my mama. Now let me stop. But Kevin, so we're doing it at Fixins tomorrow.
Yeah.
And we're gonna do a tasting, and we're gonna introduce the brand to Michigan.
For sure.
And
we also gonna highlight Glenn. Let him talk a little bit about what he talked about today. If you don't mind, if I intervene a little bit.
please.
Fixins 1435 Randolph Street. It's in Paradise Valley. Come down 7:30 to 9:30. We're gonna be there. Glenn's gonna have some conversation. We're gonna have some samples. Gonna make some cocktails. Gonna have a great time. Well, let's do some blues music too. So I think it's gonna be wonderful.
And
down
then
there.
I'm gonna actually the boom boom.
Boom.
Like I said, we're gonna taste it there for the first time.
Yeah.
You guys get a preview of it.
For sure.
But
we saw it here first.
no problem.
here first.
Exclusive. It's funny when I was talking to one of my accounts in California, and I sent him a picture of it. When can I get a bottle? When can I get a bottle? I said, you can get it next month. Oh, can I get a sample? I said, I'm traveling, dude. You can wait.
That's that Detroit shit right there. That's Detroit shit right there.
And I'm gonna send him a sample, but I needed to give him that because he made a couple promises he didn't follow through on.
Right.
And unfortunately, I'm petty, and so I had to let him know. But
sure.
The boom boom is something I'm really looking forward to because. To me, boom boom, like I tell people, if you don't know who John Lee Hooker is, go look at the Blues Brothers in front of Aretha Franklin Restaurant, another Detroit icon. In front of her Aretha Franklin Restaurant and the Blues Brothers, that's John Lee Hooker playing in front of it. And if you watch the whole movie, two other of his songs are playing throughout that movie. He had 3 songs on that soundtrack.
Nice.
So,
nice.
Yeah.
Where you at Friday?
Friday? Oh, I'm at Taste of Black Spirits.
No. Friday we at Liquid. Liquid Form at the Charles H. Wright. We there from 11:30 to 4:30.
I'm still waiting on my agenda to give all this stuff.
Well, you got your agenda at 5:30 this morning, sir. Yes. We went on 5:30.
But no,
You know that
Form.
they got receipts.
Liquid Form.
He did send it.
Liquid Form.
I think I go on at like 11:30, something like that.
No, about 12.
12.
Yeah,
I'm
come
talking
catch
about-
Glenn. He's gonna talk about everything.
And then he's gonna close with my Bay Area brother,
Yeah.
E40.
For sure.
And
then we have Taste of Black Spirits.
Saturday we drinking.
Yeah,
Saturday we drinking.
yeah.
We're drinking and we go sit down and do the same shit again.
We
Yeah,
gonna
we
say
drinking.
that.
That's right. We drinking Saturday at the Doubletree Hotel, 525 West Lafayette. Taste of Black Spirits. Get your tickets right now.
Man,
Come
for
check
real.
out John Lee Hooker. Come see my man Glenn and so many other brands, including Mr. Ron Ives. We got E40. We got Duke and Dame Island John. You see behind me. You got
All
Vanessa
of these
Braxton.
people.
We
No,
got everybody. Everybody on this wall coming.
No, and thank you for saying that because here's the thing about it. Doing this journey, a lot of people ain't entrepreneurs. A lot of people done that 9 to 5 and they think things work a certain way. So the issues I'm having, I can't call somebody who's been working for the state or government for years to voice it. I need to talk to other entrepreneurs. So a lot of other spirit brands have been very supportive to me. And so I've always going to support them because they support me. Like people say, "Oh, you only drink your stuff?" No, man, I don't drink on my own stuff.
Right.
No, that's like if I had the movie. I'm only gonna watch my own movie. No,
Oh, that's crazy.
I'm drinking everybody's stuff.
We've heard of that though.
I drink everybody's stuff.
We talked about all this.
We talked about it on the show. But
Like I say, like a couple of my good buddies, they assholes. I've cussed already, so it don't matter.
Yeah, you bet.
They assholes. But my boy Emmanuel over at Old Hillside Bourbon.
Damn, we call out names.
Call out names.
And my boy Ray Walker.
Ray Walker over at go talk. Bring his ass out. Where you at, Ray?
St. Cloud.
Talk
What's
to
up,
him.
Ray?
Yeah.
But
don't forget our homegirl though.
Mail.
Come on, man.
I gotta get my mail over. I'm gonna butcher her name of her bourbon, her tequila. Show the picture.
Y'all see that beautiful
But this
bottle?
is my sister right there.
Yeah.
Melanie.
Yeah, Melanie.
Melanie and Lame.
Say it for me.
And the Lame.
I'm not gonna say it.
I'm not gonna say it. But one thing about
Beautiful
it.
bottle. She's a trip.
But here's the thing about
bottle,
it. Here's the thing about it. I don't drink tequila. Tequila make me sick. Okay. And when I met her, she made me drink her bourbon, right?
Drink her
Drink
tequila.
her tequila.
That's that bourbon.
And I actually did. It was good. And so now she came out with a high proof añejo.
Yeah.
That
yeah.
I ordered a couple bottles, and I sent them to everybody who I know who drinks tequila.
Yeah.
I sent it to them.
That's support.
Because
That's support,
it's good. I mean, I can do a couple of them, but it just doesn't do my body that good.
Right? Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but I've sent out 3 bottles to people. Her first one, I sent out many bottles to people because once again, it's not a competition. Old Hillside,
Say that.
Old Hillside Bourbon. They're a bourbon company. I'm a bourbon company.
Right.
Guess what?
It's space.
I
for all of
support
us.
them.
It is space, yeah.
On my bar, I got every one of their. Not everyone, but I get like
A few of them.
Yeah,
I
what
get
you
3
need.
or 4 of them because they
Yeah.
have some certain releases. But I got 3 or 4 of them on my bar.
Yeah.
I get Ray on my bar.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
get my boy.
Which bottle you got? Ray got some dope ass bottles.
Oh,
that
Ray.
purple bottle. He going ham.
I got the which one? I got the one for the Bay Area, the Yay area one.
Yeah.
And I got his regular one.
Yeah. It's a beautiful bottle.
The Ray,
It's a
and like I
beautiful
said,
bottle.
Ray got the sexiest bottle in the game.
Yeah, he do. He do.
Ray brand is
St. Cloud.
art.
You had it.
St. Cloud
You had
Bourbon.
it. Yeah, long time ago.
Go look
Must
at
have been a
St.
long
Cloud
time.
Long time ago.
remember, yeah.
And his
2021.
bottle, Ray, I talking to Ray sometimes I be like, I can't talk to you no more, dude. You on a whole different
For
level.
those who don't know who we talking about,
Yeah.
I mean Ray is an author.
Yeah.
Ray used to work over in France out in them.
Yeah, he did
Ray
winery.
been around.
Yeah.
But his bourbon is so
It's top
unique.
notch, yeah.
It's top notch.
Yeah.
The bottle, the
I will tell you a
design.
funny story about Ray.
Yeah.
Because you talk about price point. Oh, you need to go
Yeah,
look
you
at
talking
St.
about
Cloud.
price point? Yeah.
I was at a bar one.
Yeah.
I was at a bar in Sacramento,
Goddamn,
right?
how much is Ray shit?
And so about $1.50 or something,
$1.50.
right? And so I'm at a bar in Sacramento, right? And I'm chilling. I had a couple of drinks. It's like our third bar we've been to. And I said, "Oh, y'all got my boy up there. Give me some of those." I'm buying shots for people. I get the check. I'm like, "What the hell?"
Say, goddamn, Ray.
Damn, Ray. And I called Ray up. I said, "Ray."
You owe me a couple dollars.
You ain't got no code.
I said, bro, I said, you need to send me a bottle because I just bought 4 drinks up here, and each of these bottles, each drink like $30 each. You need to send me a bottle. He said, I got you, bro. I got you.
Yeah.
But I think that is what it is. You got to support because the big brands, they don't need it.
Right.
They don't need it,
Right,
and they
right.
don't need it, and they don't care either. Pretty
They
much
don't
at this
care.
point.
That's one
And they
thing.
don't see you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
that's one thing.
when we
not to
go ahead,
cut you
Mike.
off.
No, go ahead,
That's
Mike.
one thing that I feel like that I'm so excited about every time this time of year come around is because when I'm not gonna say new brands, but brands that are on the platform now, it's always like that same story, and then it's like, okay, I know this person, I know this person, I know this person,
right?
And then it's like, I support you, I support you. That's the whole goal. That's the whole goal. Like, I don't care what the haters is over there doing.
Get petty.
That's
do your thing. Sure, you killing this motherfucker. Go.
Here's the thing about it. What you're saying is, and I agree with you 100%. But a lot of times they fool us. They'll fool us. They'll put something out there and tell us, "Oh, this is for us, by us." And no, it ain't be. It don't be for us. It's a story they done bought.
Yeah,
you know, they done bought that story and they done pushing it on us.
Yeah,
and you know, and like I said, you know, like. Sorrel, that's my boy Jackie.
Jackie, my man.
Well, that's what I meant.
Jackie.
That's what I meant. I meant like the people that we deal with. Those celebrity dribbles. No hate to them, but I'm talking about the people that we.
The first time I talked to Jackie on the phone,
come on,
he was the whole New York thing.
Come on, man,
This motherfucking crazy right here.
And is
Brooklyn all day.
But let me tell you something right now. I could call Jackie right now and say, Jackie, I'm having an issue with this. Glenn, and he gonna send me the answer to it.
Yeah.
That's facts.
There's no gatekeeping.
That's
Vanessa over in another Brooklyn or
Brooklyn. Yeah. Oh my God.
BK all day. Vanessa, you scare me, but I love you. But you know, I have a friend that's looking at her father or her family did had a run back in the Caribbean somewhere, and she talked about, I want to redo the brand. And can you help me, Glenn? I said, you know what? I can help you, but I can really help you.
Yeah.
I connected her with Vanessa.
That's right.
Because Vanessa can give you what you need. Yeah. I can tell you, but
that's
Vanessa gonna give you what you need.
Mama Vodka.
Like Mama Vodka.
But you know,
you bringing up all the shit.
Look,
that's what we're talking about. But because all this is what we call collective behavior, right?
No, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like what he's saying it from his heart. Like he ain't saying it to say it. He's saying it because he experienced it. Everything he's saying, I can confirm. We know what Jackie do. Jackie called me every now and then out the blue, every other week out the blue, and just hit me with some poetry, like just some poetry. And the shit's so dope, man.
Great. And get my girl the Red Hazel.
Red Hazel,
yeah, that's my girl right there.
Yeah,
that's my girl. Yeah, my girl.
TK,
you know,
day one.
It ain't no competition. Because, like I said, my bourbon is different than Old Hillside.
That's right.
Ray bourbon is different than mine, Ray, because Ray's a model.
Ray
handsome,
fancy,
pretty boy,
pretty boy.
I ain't never like that.
Magazine shit,
Look, I need my knife, my Nino Brown.
You pretty motherfucker.
But again, these people I can call and ask a question. I call Red Hazel. Hey, I'm having issues with this Atlanta thing. I need some da-da-da. Boom, boom. Yeah. My boys over at Greenwood, same thing. I can call them and ask them. But then also, too, I can call, what's the name? Blue Run and ask them. That's not a black brand. I can call them, talk to them. They're going to help me. Yeah. I can call, what's that? Buzz Rooster. I think it's... y'all got me drinking, but
you got us drinking.
Right. But you know,
you talking about you got us drinking.
No, but Buzz Rooster, another brand out of Kentucky, I can call them. My boy Mean over at Old Louisville, I can call him and ask him questions. Because it's
them people in Louisville go kick your ass for saying Louisville.
Oh, Louisville.
Louisville.
I lived in Kentucky,
Louisville.
But you know they beat your ass for saying Louisville.
I got checked a couple of times on that. But the thing about it is, though, like I said, think about it. We can look at it different. Okay, we got the collective. You know, we got the blacks and all that. Got collective, and we got but it's a collective. Everybody in the spirit gang is really they're going to help you. They're going to help you. If you're not an asshole, you really want to go. I go to people with palms up. Yeah. Look, I need help. I'm asking you because you've been doing this.
Exactly.
And they're going to help you. Yeah. So that's the thing I love about this. I've been in real estate and mortgage for years. Guess what? They gonna cut your throat.
Right, exactly. They trying to get property sold.
Fuck that. I'm trying to look. I got this listing. I can't get it sold. I'm having these issues. Guess what? They calling my seller the next goddamn day trying to sell my listing.
Right.
All right, so we ain't gonna keep you too long. We're gonna go and wrap it up. But I do want to ask you this before we get out of here, dog. This is your brand. This is you came up with this. You selecting these barrels. Now before this, or up until this point, what does your dream pour taste like?
What, brand or just pour?
Yours, like what you're going to eventually get to, because I know you're not gonna stop. So what is going to be your dream pour? Is it gonna be a 199,000 proof? Is it gonna be heavy oak?
You on the ground?
Is it gonna be heavy?
He went ChatGPT on me.
Yeah, he went ChatGPT. Hey, shit,
But no,
we fuck around. We do this shit.
My dream pour is.
I know it's gonna be high proof.
115, 117 proof. Mm-hmm. Something that's probably about. You know what? It's 120 proof. Something at least 8 years old.
I was gonna say it's gonna be about 8.
At least 8 years old.
I like it.
Something that when that first sip is gonna make me like, wow. Mm. It's gonna take me to my happy place. Because to me, I always tell people I drink to relax. I drink to chill. I don't drink to drink away my problems. Right. If I'm stressing, I'm not drinking. Right. Because I need to keep my head clear. And I think and people a lot of times confuse drinking with drinking away your problems. It's not about that. Yeah. Drinking is something I do to relax. And my dream pour would be 8 years plus 120 proof. Yeah. And it's probably going to have a burgundy label on it. And it's probably going to be...
Don't talk about it.
See where you're going, right?
It's probably gonna
I've
be
been there
something.
with him, so
he already got the motherfuckers what he's saying.
But, I
hear what you're saying.
But, it's something to where...
I already got this shit.
It's something to be where I can sit down and drink with you. And I can drink with somebody who maybe... just coming out of that old Basil Haven phase, that sweetness, and teach them how to drink it. No doubt. Let them know. Because I've had people drink 125 proof and they don't get blown up. I know it, yeah. And because I don't tell people my proof. I don't tell people it's 100 proof. I let them drink and I teach them how to drink. Because the main thing, you got to teach them how to drink it. Yeah. Because we all drink like this. Yeah. Shot time.
Yeah, you can't shoot this.
You can't do that.
Or you shouldn't shoot it.
You can. Some people do it.
You can, but you shouldn't.
But, that pour and... sitting with people who I respect and admire and want to learn from. Yeah. That's my perfect pour.
I love it.
Shit, I couldn't hear that shit no better.
Go in this shit. So this weekend, September 25th through the 28th, you can meet Glenn, meet and greet tomorrow on the 24th. Actually, the 24th actually kicks us off for the Detroit Black Film Festival, Taste of Black Spirits. We over at Fixin's down in Paradise Valley. Meet us there, KJ. What up, KJ?
Sack in the house.
We got Oakland all over this motherfucker. We got Cali all over this place.
Yeah,
so
Cali,
see him on the 24th tomorrow. Come on out. Take some sips with us. Let's do a little talking. Let's do a little networking. And on the 26th, he will be at the Charles H. Wright for the Liquid Form Speaker Series. He's one of our speakers. He will be talking that talk. He won't be drinking because it's gonna be too early and we ain't allowing that.
I was gonna say I don't know what too early means.
You'll catch him in the evening tomorrow on the drinking side.
I do got a Starbucks cup.
It's gonna be too early.
And then we're at Taste of Black Spirits September 27th at the Doubletree Hotel.
Kenya is afternoon in Kenya.
It is 6 to 10 at the Doubletree Hotel. Get your tickets. Event Noir. Check us out. Taste of Black Spirits. John Lee Hooker, Mike Jones, Q Lewis, BBW. Go ahead and take us out of here, Mike.
Take us out of here. But no, Detroit. Let me tell you something right now. You guys have a special one here. Lazar is somebody who different people around the country reach out to. You guys are blessed. What he's doing here with this Taste of Black Spirit is something that no one has ever done before. So you need to come out and support this brother. Sure. Because guess what? Nobody else wanted to do this for you. And there's a lot of good brands out there. Like I said, our old traditional brands that's been around for years, that they got their money from the cotton fields to keep them brands going. Mm-hmm. We've been supporting them for years.
No, for sure.
Let's support some of this new stuff. Mm-hmm. Let's support people who support us.
Yeah, sure.
Lazar represents for Detroit. Lazar represents for all of us who are coming up in this game. And like I said, in 2 to 3 years, when I'm a multi-million-dollar brand, I change my number on everybody. But guess what? Lazar gonna get my number. That's what I'm saying.
No doubt.
My man.
On that $1 million quote, we gonna slide up out of here. I want to thank everybody. Who checked us out tonight, man. Pull up to Fixes tomorrow night. Pull up to the DoubleTree Hotel Saturday night. And to
what about Thursday? You got your thing going on Thursday too.
Detroit Black Film Festival opening night, red carpet. Check us out. Q will be there. Glenn will be there. Mike Jones will be there, and we got people come from all over the country coming out. I mean, when I say all over the country, I just got a text from our people from South Africa. They are at the airport in Detroit. They just pulled in. Shout out to my man Hardy McQueen from coming from Cape Town. Like, it's a lot of things going on this weekend. It's a lot of blackness this weekend, but more importantly, it's a lot of knowledge this weekend.
You get out this weekend, you're gonna learn. Brother, it's quality.
It's quality, for sure.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of times people equate, blackness just as black. No, this is quality.
It's quality. Top
like
quality.
I said, we all these brands, we done won awards. I didn't beat out some of y'all traditional brands.
Talk to it. Pop your
Let me say that right now.
Coming out of them now.
In 1 year, 14 awards, new brand, not backed by a major thing. All money out of my pocket, out of my brand. Tell me who won more awards than me.
Talk to
that part.
Talk to
That's a soundbite.
Get us out of here, Q.
That's a soundbite.
Get me out, Q.
Yo, shout out to everybody who check us out, man. Pull up all weekend though. We got a bunch of shit going on. You will see everything in the what you call it, in my bio and shit, and the Taste of Black Spirits bio. Everybody motherfucking bio is everywhere, dog.
That's right.
Shout out to the gang who can be here, man. Shout out to Angry Principal. Shout out to my man Bo. Shout out to everybody who checking us out. Make sure you check out all the replays at www.everybodylovesbbw.com. That's beers, bourbon, whiskey, the podcast. Whole crew is in here, but now we about to be outside of here, dog. Yeah, for sure. Beers, for sure. You already know what it is. Shout out to my man Big L holding down as usual.
What up, though?
My man Mike Jones.
Mike Jones.
And thank you to our very special guest.
Absolutely.
Glenn.
Dropping jewels.
And our very special guest, John Lee Hooker.
That's right. That's right.
And you already know what it is, man. It's your boy Q Lewis holding it down live from the 48205, man. Red Zone, baby.
Thank you, baby.
Yeah.
Peace out, y'all.
Peace out. Cheers.
Nah, man.
Damn, Q. Maybe you did that.